What they say, let me know right now. It's time to take a man. You know it's awesome. We back, yeah, we back. After 20 years, you know we back. No more Snyder, more McLaurin. 1-4 with the passion, you know we scoring.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be taking a look at where Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne is ranked amongst the rest of his peers. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new content to the channel like this. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne, we both know that they are one of the best defensive tackles in football. Both of them clearly top 10, no question. But we're going to take a look where they have them ranked, coaches and executives, because I already know I'm going to have to do some rearranging, clearly, as you can see. So let's look at it. Number 10, Jonathan Allen. Okay, number 9, Cam Hayward. Number 8, Daron Payne. Number 7, DeForest Buckner. Number 6, Dexter Lawrence. Number 5, Javon Hargraves. Number 4, Quentin Williams. Number 3, Jeffrey Simmons. Number 2, Chris Jones. And number 1, Aaron Donald. So let's take a look at what I would do. Okay, first of all, grateful that both of our commanders are on this list, no question. Like, I'm happy that they are, and we're getting the recognition that they that we deserve as far as a fan base and a team and whatnot, and those guys getting their own recognition because they're the ones that's actually putting the play on the field. But I definitely think there are some players on this list that should be lower, some players that Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne should be higher than. So let's take a look. Number 9, Cam Hayward, okay? 34 years old, but he's still putting up crazy numbers like that. 10.5 last year, 10 the year prior to that. 34 years old, getting better with age. You know what I'm saying? At first, you would think he would get worse with age. He's getting better with age. So, no, I'm not going to say Daron Payne is better than Cam Hayward at the moment, or Jonathan Allen is better than Cam Hayward at the moment. I wouldn't even say Daron Payne, honestly. So, I would put Cam Hayward higher than Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne and DeForest Buckner and Dexter Lawrence, because DeForest Buckner, he's cool, but I think Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne are both better than him, and obviously I think Cam Hayward is better than him. Now, DeForest Buckner, not taking no credit away from him, he's a really, really good defensive tackle, but I think when you look at the full package, run game, athleticism, getting to the quarterback, Daron Payne and Jonathan Allen both possesses that talent, and so does DeForest Buckner, but I just think my guys are better at this point, you know, honestly. And he had 8 last year, and he had 7 the year prior to that. Daron Payne obviously had 11.5 last season, and Jonathan Allen had 7.5 last season on top of a pick, and then the year prior to that, he had 9. So I think I'm taking Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne, no question, over DeForest Buckner. So I would put it like this for the lower half, right? I would drop Dexter Lawrence down to 10, first of all, because look at Dexter Lawrence, man. He had 7.5 last year, and then he had 2.5 the year prior to that. How was he at number 6, and you got Jonathan Allen and Daron Payne both below him? That don't even make no sense. So I would put Dexter Lawrence at 10. I would put DeForest Buckner at 9. I would put Jonathan Allen at 8. I would put Daron Payne at 7, and then I would put Cam Hayward at 6, because that's how I think it is, and because of the production that all those guys possess, I think that's the correct order. But then you look at let's take a look at Javon Hargraves. Javon Hargraves had 7.5 last in 2021, and then 11 last year. So you can even say Daron Payne might be better than Javon Hargraves. Honestly, he had 4.5 the year prior to the one he just put up 11.5. But if you're looking at trajectory and you're looking at who has the more talent and who possesses it, you could put Daron Payne over Jonathan Allen, but since not Daron Payne over Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne over Javon Hargraves, but since Javon Hargraves have had more stats for better stats than Daron Payne for consistent years, I think he's slightly better than him right now. But I think talent and longevity speaks. I think Daron Payne overlaps him, no question. So I don't have a problem with Javon Hargraves being above them. I honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I would probably put Cam Hayward over Javon Hargraves, though. So I think I would drop Javon Hargraves down one spot. So I think the top 5 should go Aaron Donald, Chris Jones. You look at Jeffrey Simmons, right? Jeffrey Simmons, he had 7.5 last year, and he had 8.5 the year prior to that. So again, if you want to make a case that Deron Payne may be better than Jeffrey Simmons, you actually can, or Jonathan Allen too. But I know how important Jeffrey Simmons is and how much of a dog he is and how much of a big level he performed on in the playoffs and stuff like that. So I'm not even mad about that. But I just think that top 5 should be rearranged. I think Cam Hayward should be moved to 5, and I think Dexter Lawrence should be moved to 10. Right, that's the order that I'm honestly speaking. And again, being on this list is grateful in the first place, like no question about it. But I think we got some dogs that is getting their respect. However, I think they should be higher than where they are, honestly speaking. Now, I'm not saying they're 1, they're 2, because obviously Aaron Donald and Chris Jones both still exist. But I definitely think they should be higher than where they are. I mean, look at this. Chris Jones had 15.5 last year. Like, that is insane. He had 15.5 for the second time in his career last season. So that's insane, bro. So no, Chris Jones is not, or Deron or Jonathan Allen is nowhere near Chris Jones level. And you take a look at Aaron Donald, obviously you can still say he's the best defensive tackle in football, although he's coming off of a year that's kind of not accustomed to the year that we're used to with him. He had 20 and a half sacks in 2018, man, and he had 12 in 2021. Again, no question, if he would have stayed healthy and if the Rams weren't terrible, he would have had more sacks and more production than he did last year. So again, not necessarily saying that these guys in the top 5, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, are better than. I just think the guys that are higher than them a little bit, that they're better than. So again, like Dexter Lawrence, like DeForest Buckner, like Javon Hargraves, you can make the argument there. Quentin Williams, he's a dog too in itself. He's coming off of a really, really, really good year. I think he had like 11.5 sacks last year. So I don't know if I would put Jonathan Allen over him. You can make the case for Deron Payne because Deron Payne also had 11.5 last season. So he had 12 actually last year, but then he had 6 prior to that. So and you can make a case, an argument for Deron Payne, but I'm not mad about that. Again, I already told y'all the guys that I think they're better than. I think Jonathan Allen is better than DeForest Buckner. I think he's better than Dexter Lawrence. I think he's better than Javon Hargraves. Now, I think Deron Payne is better than DeForest Buckner. I think he's better than Dexter Lawrence. I think he's better than Javon Hargraves. You can make an argument for Quentin Williams. You know what I'm saying? I would even listen to you if you said Jeffrey Simmons, but since Jeffrey Simmons has performed in the playoffs on multiple occasions, I'm not mad at that. But look at the comments section right here to your right. It says, way too low for Allen. The man literally be manhandling dudes with one arm. People really need to stop hyping up Dexter Lawrence. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Dexter Lawrence is good, bro. But look at it. Compared to all the other guys that's below him and above him, he only had 7.5 last year. He had 2 years prior to that and 4 the year prior to that and then 2 the year prior to that. If anything, I would think Leonard Williams would be better than Dexter Lawrence, but Dexter Lawrence at 6, and then Jonathan Allen at 10, and then Cam Hayward at 9 really is honestly the one. Like, I know this is a Washington channel, and this is who we really came to talk about, but Cam Hayward at 9, but Dexter Lawrence at 6 is actually crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then let's see what rest of the comments are talking about. It says, love that both of these guys are getting a hype up, but Allen is better than all-around player for sure. You can make that argument with Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen, who is the better overall player. I think Deron Payne has the more upside and the much more potential than Jonathan Allen. But again, they're both great, and we're spoiled to have both of them, honestly. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about, honestly, because I was very, very excited to see both of our guys on this list. However, I definitely think it's some rearranging to do because I think our guys are ranked low. But, again, at the end of the day, I'm excited that both of them, that we can even say both of these guys are on this list to begin with, because not too many people can say that about their 2 defensive tackles. So, again, let's run through the list one more time. Jonathan Allen at 10, Cam Hayward at 9, Deron Payne at 8, at 7, DeForest Buckner, at 6, Dexter Lawrence, at 5, Javon Hargraves, at 4, Quentin Williams, at 3, Jeffrey Simmons, at number 2, Chris Jones, and at number 1, Aaron Donald. So I would definitely, again, do some rearranging. I already told y'all Dexter Lawrence is going to be at 10, if anything. And then I would put Cam Hayward at 5. I'll put Javon Hargraves below where he's at. I will move Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne up. I already did the whole spiel. So let me know what y'all think about it down below in the comment section. How would y'all rearrange it? Or do y'all think this is fine? Do y'all think they are at their right positions at 8 and at 10? Let me know what y'all think about this video in the comment section down below. As always, been boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.
99 when it went wrong, but now we gonna son a party like it's 99. Chase on off the edge, hey what's up 99? The predator is back, man, that knee is looking fine. It's time to take command. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's time to take command. Do you hear what I'm saying? Juan Gotti, the whole fan base. It's time to party. It's time to party.